Oh, okay, so this is day 28 yep,
Yeah.
of the Epic Meeks road trip. And this is the first day of the conference at Saddleback Church.
Yeah, the Celebrate Recovery Conference, and we were there on behalf of Lifeworks God Heals, the teen program.
And it was incredible seeing the first impression of Saddleback, just how huge that church is and just how many facilities they have and how much Rick Warren has like poured into like the just the grounds. And I mean, their youth facility was just gigantic. It was kind of like our first impression of everything, being able to see just how much they've sown into the church.
Yeah, I was overwhelmed by it at first. I was like, holy moly, they spend like a lot of money just on looks.
Facilities.
But then, you know, I thought about all the books they produced and all of the income that Rick Warren has made specifically just from his book, and realized that he probably just poured like even a small percentage into it back into his church to make it a welcoming and inviting place for people.
Yeah, and the insane amount of benevolence he's like poured into like just around the world too.
Yeah, so that was cool. And the morning started off with Rick Warren giving us a opening speech about like how pastors should support CR and recovery ministries, which was really awesome. The lead pastors should, you know, be on board. And it was interesting though, he talked to us about like his church's like 5 things that are their like primary, I don't know what he called them.
Priorities, pretty much. Yeah,
like their priorities or their goals. And it was neat to hear like how Saddleback's run and what their 5 top priorities are. And the number 2 one is Celebrate Recovery. So that was really cool to be a part of that and hear from him. And he's a really neat guy. And
he came back and hugged us.
Yeah.
In the back. That was cool.
Yep.
So we haven't really showered since then. No, I'm just kidding. Anyhow, so yeah, and we got to see, that was kind of our first day, being able to see like the intro and just first impressions, and got to go to our first workshop that day and kind of pick out the schedule, which workshops we would be going to. And it was really good being able to see everybody and hang out together with the Celebrate Recovery and Lifeworks God Heals team. And we found out also that day that they have a new curriculum for the high school students called The Landing. So we're really excited about getting that and implementing that into the into CR and at Calvary. That'll be really cool.
And it's really cool to hear from like John Baker and what's his wife's names?
Oh,
his wife is Carol? Cheryl Baker. And their kid Johnny, who's not a kid anymore, he's like in his 30s, but just how much they, you know, lived and breathed in the history of CR and how it came about. And it really makes me more excited about, they have all these like the 7 keys and the team, which is like a leadership set model, and like kind of all these rules and tell you like how to do it and not to add to it and all this stuff. But when you heard from them like how this program was, you know, delivered to John Baker through God, and the way their family designed it and how much it's been blessed, like without, like they're very humble about it, like it's not us.
And the impression it's made by itself.
Yeah, and then it made me understand a lot more about the history of the program and be all that more excited about having it in our church. Yeah, yeah, so it was really, really good.
And that was about day 28, right?
Yeah,
Anything else happen?
No, we just went back to the hotel and hung out with Ryan.
Swim in the pool or something?
Yeah, that's about it.
All right, day 28.